check these current events like why do we?
You know, the problem with the news is it's also reactionary. I want to be where the action is, on the ground. You mean like a field reporter? Yeah, or an accomplice. Talk to the news desk in 3, 2...
Good afternoon, Centerville, and welcome to News. I'm Jim, this is Russ, and we're glad you're with us.
You know, Jim, I don't know about you, but I find that one of the disturbing trends in our nation today is an abundance of unwanted people crowding up our streets. They smell funny, speak what might as well be gibberish, and I don't like or understand their food. That's right, I'm talking about the elderly. But what was that?
What? Yeah, elderly. That's what I said. A lot of people were saying stuff and...
Our first story takes us to Pompano Beach, Florida, where an argument in the park led to an innocent grandmother and her grandson being run down by an angry driver.
Chandra McLeod and her 36-month-old grandson found themselves more airborne than usual while visiting their favorite park, when Fedeline St. Felix mistakenly hit them with her car in her attempt to run over the person with whom she was arguing with moments earlier.
In an interview with the local press, St. Felix says she lost control of the car, claiming, "I didn't mean to hit them. It was an accident. I hope they're okay."
Thankfully, McLeod was okay, and St. Felix is now facing criminal charges.
I can't help but think, McLeod, there really can only be one. McLeod! There's a bunch of fucking grandmother Highlanders out there trying to take each other out with Pontiacs.
Yeah, you can decapitate a grandmother with a Pontiac if you do it right.
Truck to the face. All right.
Reminds me of the time I spent with my grandmother when I was young. At the park? Fleeing from my life. Offspring equals food.
Well, that last story was a tad extreme. Imagine trying to settle a score by running someone down with your car.
Speaking of cars, have you ever walked out to the parking lot and realized you've forgotten where you parked your car?
I'm not even sure how I got here today, so...
Now imagine walking out into a parking lot only to find your car has been infested with hundreds of bees.
Not the bees!
You're goddamn right, the bees. An unnamed New Mexico man said he had been inside the store for only 10 minutes and didn't notice the little bastards had settled into the back seat until he started driving away.
So, did he slam the car into a light pole and set it on fire?
No. He calmly and cautiously parked his car and called 911.
Oh, so the cop showed up to shoot the bees, but they hit the gas tank and triggered a massive explosion that engulfed everyone with the sweet gasoline-scented embrace of a fiery death?
Again, no. They sent the fire department and they were able to safely remove the bees from the car.
Oh. Well, that's nice. It's anticlimactic, but nice. I was hoping for gunfire and mutilations, but I guess a feel-good story works too.
Sounds like what you need is Silvestro's dummies.
Well, the doctor said I need an appendectomy, but this sounds cheaper. Silvestro?
Hey everybody, welcome to Silvestro's Dummies. I'm your host Silvestro, and today I'm going to introduce you to some dumb dummies who fingered themselves straight to the pokey.
This isn't another one of those pornos you bought from the card table market off of 5th Street, is it?
Sadly, the proprietor of that establishment fell victim to a disemboweling accident. No, Russ, today we're talking about absent-minded evildoers who would have gotten away with their crimes had it not been for their pesky digits. Our first dumb dummy is 19-year-old Chicago man named Armando Colon, who was so desperate for pizza he called Domino's and ordered 2 of their most reasonable pies. When the driver arrived, Colon robbed him at gunpoint, obtaining the pizza and approximately $45. Armando was so excited to chow down on his plunder that he neglected to put his gun down and shot himself in the finger.
Yikes. Well, I mean, losing a finger sounds better than actually eating Domino's pizza.
Correct! Armando's night went from bad to worse, because after being treated at the hospital for his injuries, he was arrested and charged with armed robbery and having shitty tasting pizza.
I once ate Chinese food with a rock in it. So what else you got today?
Well, our next finger-licking ignoramus comes to us from a place where the locals have a bad reputation for racist chicanery throughout the years.
Dude, you're talking about roughly 74,216,154 people here. So you gotta narrow it down just a tad.
Oh, okay. They're from that county that had an embarrassingly crazy sheriff who openly defied the Constitution on a daily basis and was the butt of many late-night comedians' wisecracks.
Still a little too broad, man.
Maricopa County, Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, alright, yeah.
Maricopa County resident Kevin Johnson and his neighbor Francesca Wyckoff got into an altercation at a recent get-together. Things got so heated that Johnson was ordered to leave by the party's hosts. The next day, Wyckoff and her husband awoke to find their tires of their GMC Yukon had been slashed overnight and were flatter than fried fritters.
Oh, that's never a good way to start the day. I'd imagine the Wyckoffs figured out pretty quickly that Johnson was responsible. I mean, do tires get slashed right after a fight with the neighbors? Come on, that's practically an open and shut case.
Correct. It was even easier for the police to find the culprit because of key evidence he left behind. They discovered a severed finger and a trail of blood leading back to Johnson's home. He was later arrested on several charges. No word on whether or not the finger was reattached.
Well, at least it made fingerprinting him at the station more interesting.
Join me next time on Silvestro's Dumb Dummies, where we discuss the Alabama man that robbed 4 Subway sandwich shops to express his dissatisfaction with his failed attempt at the Jared diet.
That's almost as funny as that time Jared made fun of To Catch a Predator perps on national television.
These guys continue to fall for it every single time. There must be like 100 million episodes of the show, and these guys still come out.
Hey, Russ, if I were to say to you, female dwarf bullfighter, what would you say?
Where?
Well, apparently the people in this Spanish town felt that way too. Right up until the bull knocked over the dwarf and began to, copulate with her.
He did?
And there's video.
There is?
But I don't think it would be appropriate to show.
Roll the dwarf humping video!
Alright, well, as you can see, the video shows the bull knocking the woman down in the middle of the fight before lying on top of her and, well, going hog wild. Or bull wild.
Screaming voices can be heard before 2 onlookers could rush to the woman's aid.
One forcibly drags the bull away while another helps the bullfighter to her feet. No word on whether or not the bullfighter can sit.
Hey, get off of me, man! We're just having a date. What? Hey, what? You don't know me! Get your hands off of me, goddammit!
What? She said this was cool.
Well, did he come or not? Jesus Christ, man, there's just some things you don't talk about in public. And now a word from our sponsor. What does that have to do with interior doors? When you're in the interior door game, you don't gotta make sense, cause you make the sense. Like the money kind. It's more of a written slam. A young Casey Anthony dreams of car trunks. It's Danny Bonaducci in a perm!
Full meals in minutes.
Dump and bake is why they closed her last 3 restaurants.
Roasted chicken with potatoes or this?
I don't even know what this is.
Biscuits in a skillet. Dump on tomato sauce, your favorite toppings, and cover with cheese.
And then throw it in the garbage.
All the goodies. Here's my favorite comfort food dinner.
The secret ingredient is hobos.
Chicken soup, a few chunks of Velveeta cheese, and topped with a can of crescent rolls.
Kathy's the reason French people hate Americans.
Flaky crust. How about a new twist on meatloaf?
How about you stick your head in the oven?
In soup pack and water into this bag. Then just mashed it all together.
Why? Because the voices command it.
Baking top with mashed potatoes. A perfect portion in each muffin. You'll love it. Get great shortcuts too, like this beefy pasta. No need to pre-brown meat or boil pasta. Dump it all in the pot.
Remember, diarrhea is just weakness leaving the body.
Dump frozen raviolis on tomato sauce.
This is what happens when you do all your grocery shopping at Big Lots.
Healthy home-style lasagna.
After work, I never want to spend time making dinner.
If it weren't for the house arrest, I'd be gone for good.
The mac and cheese.
Mom, can we have something else for dinner? You'll eat my dump and you'll love it.
Wait, call now and you can get my best-selling dump cake cookbook.
Oh, my German grandma used to make the best dump cake. She called it Kottpundergraffi.
Sounds just like Grandma used to make.
My arteries are hardening just watching this lady.
$. With over 250 delicious homemade recipes. Here's how to order.
Does the shoulder strap in your car cut into your shoulder?
Do you avoid bridges because you think about jumping?
Annoying? Introducing the Titty Bear.
I'm sorry, the what now?
The cute little guy that eliminates
Oh yeah, that's right. Right in the middle.
Designed to make driving more comfortable, the Titty Bear snaps onto your shoulder strap and moves up and down.
Yeah, I slide up and down, baby.
The strap used to pull so tight I could hardly breathe.
Well, it was either the shoulder strap or my crippling meth addiction.
Pending swivel design, you can easily adjust the Titty Bear to work from either the driver's side, passenger seat.
Whoa, hey, no kids, I'm a titty bear, not Michael Jackson.
Put on, slide it
Great, I got the shoulder lady.
for a comfortable ride. The Titty Bear stays where you want it.
Even if you get a restraining order.
To slide out of the way when not in use.
Oh yeah, that's right, now worth the glutes.
So it snuggles comfortably to your needs. Place it here, or anywhere you need.
What do you say we drop the kids off and get a room?
My shoulder strap was always digging in, but the Titty Bear, it makes it comfortable for me to drive again.
Ah yeah, this makes up for all those times you forgot us in the car. Mom, what is SERPs and why is it written on your things to do list?
The cuddly Titty Bear is so comfortable.
They should just rename it Disappointing Secret Santa Gift.
All day like I am, you're really gonna enjoy the comfort of the Titty.
Sure, you could just adjust it where it connects to the car frame, but then you wouldn't look like an asshole.
Call and order your Titty Bear right now.
Feast your eyes on these homemade dishes and chocolatey desserts, all made with ramen noodles.
Because fuck you, that's why.
Yes, ramen. Hi, Kathy Mitchell here with my new
Oh my god, she's back and she's mad with power.
recipes everyone will love. This entire basket costs under $10, and wait till you see what you can make with it.
First you're gonna need some fertilizer and steel piping.
Ramen sliders. Watch this. Brown some beef or any other meat with a ramen seasoning pack. Dump in a package of ramen, a good-sized squirt of ketchup, and a can of
Now ask what kind of god would allow this.
barbecue beef pasta, better than what they serve at the rib.
I learned that one when I was doing a dine in Folsom.
Into a fast pizza crust. Then add your favorite toppings for a mouth-watering pizza in minutes. It's right here on page 84.
Right under the Surgeon General's warning.
Top of some leftover chicken and veggies. Add a can of soup, stir and bake. A delicious feast for the whole family.
Is what this isn't.
Want the best salad ever? Start with lettuce, onions, and mandarin oranges. Top with crushed ramen and pecans, and use your seasoning pack to make an awesome dressing. A restaurant bestseller you can easily make at home.
Or you could learn how to cook like an adult.
Truffles or Grandma's ramen apple pie.
Yep, good old Grandma Dementia and her ramen apple pie.
Fast, easy, and so delicious.
Warning, do not try at home.
Enjoy cookbook, just $10. But wait, you can also get ramen nibbles with my favorite party recipes.
It's all Food in 30 states in the People's Republic of China. Food shown is food to illustrate what food might look like.
You can get both books with nearly 100 delicious ramen recipes for $10.
But be sure to recite the sacred words before opening or you'll unleash a 1,000-year plague that will decimate the kingdom of the sons of Adam.
That's 1-800-383-7660. Call now.
For over 100 years, we've been scrunching and folding toilet paper. Finally, there's a better way.
If it's squatting over a broken water main, I'm way ahead of you.
The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s. It extends your reach a full 18 inches.
Size may vary with ethnicity.
Comfortably cleans.
Lady, I don't know where your asshole is, but mine's not on my shoulder.
When through, just press the release button and the tissue drops right into the toilet.
It's a good idea, like industrial agriculture and payday loans.
The modern solution. That's right. Never touch another dirty toilet tissue.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages and its disadvantages.
This disadvantage being you got too fat to reach your butthole. What were the advantages he was talking about? Well, not living too long, not being able to see your own penis, advancements in diabetic sacs.
And holder. The first improvement to toilet paper as we know it since the 1880s.
Yeah, before the comfort wipe, the only time I said, oops, it's inside me, was in Turkish bathhouses and after accidental exposure to alien ovipositors.
Doesn't want to touch dirty toilet paper? Don't be embarrassed, just get a comfort wipe.
Order now, and we'll include the vibrating function for no additional charge.
The Get a Grip, just pay separate shipping and handling.
Oh, I had one of those, except mine wasn't plastic. It was a forced stay in a rehabilitation facility until I could admit Morgan Freeman just plays himself in all his movies.
But you have to call now.
Hi, Kathy Mitchell here with my new Red Copper Egg Chef.
Oh my God, she's back, and she's got a bomb full of eggs!
Boiled eggs and lots more in a flash. Boiling eggs can be a mystery. Are they done or not? Who knows?
Small things in life confound me, and I hit animals.
Tap the lid and press the button.
Now call the governor with a list of your demands.
Hard-boiled eggs cooked to perfection.
Excuse me, what if I don't like my eggs bodybuilder tan?
Your eggs are done. It's smart and fast. And look, when they're cooked right, the shells slide off with ease.
Wait, go back to the taking off the shells part.
Toss in your favorite ingredients to make mile-high Western omelets, bacon, cheddar, and chives. Even use egg whites. Easy to make and taste great.
It's the perfect disappointing wedding or housewarming gift.
Or over easy without ever touching a fry pan.
Not only does it look like a coaster, it tastes like one too.
Benedict and more.
It's radioactive.
Thermal sensor that guarantees excellent results every time. Now enjoy fresh egg salad sandwiches, scrumptious deviled eggs for a protein-packed snack. Plus, its compact design stores away with ease. Egg Chef also makes the best steamed vegetables. Just look at that color.
Look at it! I don't want to, I'm scared! I said look at the color!
Stressing and guessing with your eggs. Order my new Red Copper Egg Chef for only $19.99. Plus, get my Eggs and More recipe book free. If Red Copper ever fails, we'll replace it guaranteed.
Warning, Egg Chef cannot save marriages, Christmas, or the economy. Please see package insert for full scope of guarantee.
Something to get excited about. You can double the offer and receive a second set.
What if I don't want to? You get what I'm saying you get!
Call 1-800-690-4010. That's 1-800-690-4010. Call or visit by Egg Chef.
You know, watching that commercial really made me think how much I don't like eggs.
Yeah. Well, who says just because you're dead you can't have some fun?
In Oklahoma, that's Title 21-1161.1.
Hey, stop reading ahead.
Yes, it seems 2 New Jersey men have been arrested in connection with a dead human body discovered hidden inside a doghouse.
Yep. Brian Cheda Hackemsbrush, 25, and Matthew R. Thomas, 27, stand accused of disturbing or desecrating human remains in the second degree over the body that was found over the 4th of July weekend.
The men left the area where the body had been dumped prior to the arrival of law enforcement and were actually the ones who phoned 911 dispatchers at the Sussex County 911 Communications Center.
The owners of the house didn't appear to be involved in this strange case. The men were later arrested in Delaware, and so far it doesn't seem there was any foul play that led to the person's death. According to the township police, it was death by natural cause. It was just a bad move to, move the body.
Yeah, so let's trace where he went. First, police claim the two placed the victim in the trunk of a vehicle belonging to the victim. After that, they allegedly called a towing company to have the dead person's car moved all the way to Andover Township. There, the morbid moving team took the body out of the trunk and put it in the street before finally leaving it under the deck in the doghouse where the body was later discovered.
Are we sure these guys weren't just following aesthetic instructions from the dead guy's wife?
Okay, put Frank next to the window. No, that clashes with the curtains. Alright, try next to the fireplace. Now the feng shui is off. Oh, forget the whole thing. Just dump them in some stranger's yard.
For more on the forensic science behind this latest horrific crime, we've got our forensic specialist, Cindy, with an S and 2 Y's out in the field. Cindy?
So, what can you tell us about how the police were able to determine the body was moved?
Doug, you were supposed to hire a specialist. I did hire a specialist. She's a whore. She could be two things.
So what you're saying is that the soil samples from the deceased man's shoes were commercial grade topsoil, but the soil around the property it was found on was all organic.
Alright, that's the show. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to check out our merch store, link in the description. That's right, Oz. Also, don't forget to check out our other show, Required Reading. And now to play us out, I'm proud to present our new house band, Salty and the Bacons, playing a song they wrote about our Dwarf Matador story. Good night, everybody!
Thanks, fellas. This one goes out to all those sick bovines out there.
Ever since I saw you in that pen, wavy cape, fan my heart's flame. I'm just a boy looking for a little love. I'm a bull, you're a dwarf, and I'm at a door our love can't be. I'm just a boy looking for a little love. I cannot wait, I will not wait. Let the people see. Stab my heart with your esto de torero, mesmerize my loins with your traja de lucius. I'm just a boy